guys, and welcome back to the channel. So as soon as the Titan Crystal pool got updated, I opened my Titan Crystals and I was able to pull Cassie Lang twice. So as you can see, I have her duped. So I was just thinking about whether Cassie Lang is a good champion or not, but since she only existed as a 6-star before this Titan appearance, so there was very limited content on YouTube about her, and there was just completely no video about Cassie Lang as a 7-star. So I just took my Cassie Lang to rank 3 as a 7-star, and in this video I hope to show you how good Cassie Lang is as a 7-star. So up first, I am going up against this Howard the Duck and this side quest. So a lot is going on in this side quest because there are plenty of difficult nodes, and as you can see, we are already down to 27% health, and things are not looking very great for us because one of the most annoying nodes in this fight is the root node, which doesn't really work very well for Cassie, because with Cassie you kind of want to stay close to the opponent, but if you stay close to the opponent for 4 seconds in this fight, you get rooted. So far I've been struggling to build up those power stings. As you can see, I charged the heavy for a bit too long and then got rooted, but luckily I was able to escape, and things are going even worse. But one cool thing about Cassie is that she can do some cool stuff like completely missing the special 2 from Howard the Duck, but once again you need to have a high amount of that fuel that Cassie has. Otherwise, if that fuel gets to 0, then she gets passively stunned herself. So you need to be very careful in that regard, and yeah, it just takes a bit of time and practice to master how long you need to charge a heavy attack. And as you can see, finally we are almost fully built up with the power sting, and the fight is finally over. So yeah, that was a difficult fight that Cassie Lang was able to do, but now we are moving on to a bigger health pool to see how Cassie does in a bigger health pool, because in the last fight we were almost built up fully with the power stings, but the fight also got ended, so we couldn't really see the full damage potential of Cassie. So this is mostly a vanilla matchup. The nodes that this Rintrah from Act 9 boss has are stun immunity, and then there's also fight or flight, meaning the champions can gain unstoppable, and if you're far away you gain that unstoppable, otherwise the defender gains that unstoppable buff. But Cassie Lang is very good for mystic champions in general, and in particular Rintrah, because she's fully immune to buffs, so you don't really have to worry that much about the Rintrah's charges that give him passive unstoppable. So that makes her a good option for this fight. And whenever you are gaining the buffs that you are immune to, you gain these purple icon stuff, and what it does is that it gives you the ability to inflict poison debuffs on your 4th light attack, and with this poison you can actually extend the duration of your power stings, which is quite crucial, I would say, because the biggest difficulty when playing Cassie Lang is that you need to make sure that the opponents are always throwing the special attacks before the power stings get expired, and inflicting that poison debuff gives you a chance to increase the duration of these power stings. So yeah, We are almost halfway done, and the maximum power stings that you can build on the opponent without any synergies are 34. And yeah, we are still not there yet, but as you can see, we are handling this fight quite comfortably. The only jeopardy is that we just need to bait the specials, and sometimes the AI doesn't cooperate, and just like before, the power strings got expired, but still it's going pretty decent. It doesn't take that long to build up those power strings. Another thing that you can do when your power strings are going to expire is that you can throw your special one, and during the special attacks the power stings get paused, and the special one also gives you a taunt debuff on the opponent, so that makes it a bit better to bait the specials. And he's about to just go down. And again, we couldn't really build up the maximum power stings because the AI didn't fully cooperate, so we still couldn't see the maximum potential of those power stings. So now we are taking Cassie Lang for a spin in the Abyss of Legends X Thing fight. And now this is quite a difficult fight, and with Cassie you usually want to have fights where you don't have to do that much, because keeping up those power stings and making sure that they don't expire off is already a bit of a struggle, and if there are additional nodes and difficult champions to fight, then it gets a bit more difficult to use her. She's like the Tigra of the science class, so there's a good damage potential and good output if you use her correctly, but still it's quite difficult to use her. Yeah, and in this fight the biggest challenge is to make sure that you manage the rock stacks properly. In the beginning of these bigger health pool fights, I prefer to go to the special tree straight away, which gives us a nice passive fury which increases our attack, and it also increases the size of Cassie Lang. Not that it matters, but it's a cool visual thing. So with the 34 power stings we are already fully ramped up, so now we just need to make sure that they don't expire off. And yeah, this is a tense situation. He finally threw it. Yep, so I just applied the poison debuff to extend the duration of these power stings. The standard rotation cannot be done in this fight because Cassie Lang would hit too hard, and that would trigger Thing's protection. Her standard rotation is to just build up those power stings, then go for a special one to inflict the taunt debuff, and once you trigger a special 2 while that taunt debuff is active, then all of your special 2 hits are granted to be critical hits, and they do a lot of big damage, but obviously we can't do that against Thing, so we are just going to rely on power stings as our main source of damage. And as you can see, we are doing pretty good damage. There is Thing's protection which caps out the power sting damage every now and then, but it's still doing pretty good damage on every burst of power sting. Yeah, the maximum power sting damage with the 34 stacks of power stings at rank 3 for a 7-star Cassie Lang is 75,000, which is pretty good. And the thing with Cassie Lang is that you don't have to take that long to fully ramp her up. You just need the AI to fully cooperate. And in this case, so far, we are doing quite well. We haven't lost the power stings even once. The special tree that I am saving in these fights just helps me to manage the rock stacks as well. And as you can see, this abyss thing went down in under less than 200 hits, which is quite good. And finally, we are going to finish off this video with a takedown of the Labyrinth of Legends Star-Lord, which is like 3.35 million health points. So I'm just going to let the video run, but my final verdict on how good Cassie Lang is that she's pretty good. You just need to make sure that your AI cooperates and keeps throwing the specials at the right time, and with AI cooperation you can have some pretty good results. But again, she's a difficult champion to play, but quite fun as well. And yeah, if you have her duped as a 7-star, then I would definitely recommend ranking her up, because she has quite nice utility with buff immunity. Then she also has double immunities in shock and poison immunities, which are not quite often to see among the science champions. And she also has this unique way of dealing damage with the power stings. So yeah, overall she's a pretty good champion. You just need to practice with her a bit and get good with her.
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out?